Oaklynn. Oaklynn, show me. What did you design here? Did you color your sign so pretty? Or is that what we're designing over here?
Kayla,
What
did you really let our
colors?
3-year-old design this subdivision?
Well,
this sign here?
absolutely. It's named after her, so she needs to be the one designing it, and she did so good. What color did you use? So we are here off of Swartz Road. It's a brand new subdivision that Granite Ridge is just developed by 37, and it's a wonderful new community. Granite Ridge has developed over 25 communities, and this is the latest one here.
So a lot of times we get asked, how do we name our subdivisions the way that we name them? That's the #1 question I get all the time.
For sure. Well, it's very important to name the community maybe off of location, something that people will remember, but Granite Ridge has a special way. We love to include family members in some of our community names.
Yeah, so we didn't have any scientific or geographic reasons why we named it Oaklynn Reserve. We actually named it after our 3-year-old daughter, the boss of our household, Oaklynn. So we named it Oaklynn Reserve. This is Oaklynn Stewart here.
We have also several other names that we love to use. A couple other of my kids, we have Parker and Nolan. So Parker's Bay, we have Nolan Meadows. We also have Sienna Reserve, that's another grandchild of Tony's. We have Bailey Heights, another grandchild. So much fun to be able to name some of those communities.
And we even get to name a lot of streets after family members as well. We have Eli Court Run, Priya Pass here, and then there's several other names that are named after family members. So
we have Sully Court and just several others. Those are some of Lonnie's grandkids. So it's so much fun to be able to pass this on and include family in what we do.
All right, let's show off your new gymnastics. Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump. Whoa!
Good job, Okie.
Welcome to Between the Studs. We are Granite Ridge Builders, custom home builders serving northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and also parts of southern Michigan. We've been building custom homes for more than 2.5 decades, and we're really passionate about what we do. So join us today as we explore the processes, the trends, and expert tips that characterize today's new home. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. Today, we're located at one of our newest communities called Oaklynn Reserve. Now, we might even say this could be the cutest name and the cutest community based on what you guys saw on the pre-open.
Yeah, you're not biased at all, are you?
Not even close.
Come on.
But besides that, it is so popular. The location is amazing. We are just north of Chapel Ridge, the shopping center. We're right off of Swartz Road, in between Flutter and St. Joe Center Road. Again, extremely popular area, so please come on out and see us. But we'll talk a little bit about this subdivision today.
Right, and let's talk about why this area is so popular. As we mentioned, it's easy access to 469, but not so close that you hear 469, so about that perfect distance. And then, of course, in Chapel Ridge, there's Meyer, not Myers, but Meyer. And then my personal favorite, Menards.
Say big.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, you didn't want to hear me sing the.
No.
Say big money.
I don't think we can say that.
There's car wash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Tractor Supply.
And along with that, there's Tractor Supply, so you're going to find everything that you could need for a home repair project or anything like that. There's plenty of shopping there. You got TJ Maxx, you got Kohl's, so after you get all dirty from your home repairs, you can go buy new clothes.
And it's what, 2 miles away?
Right down
So
there.
close.
All right, this is my hood. This is where I live, so get ready for some restaurants to be thrown at you real quick. I know them all really well. You have Cinco de Mayos, you have Agaves, you have Casa Grande, there's 3 good Mexican. You have B. Antonio's, you have Ziano's, you have Casa, there's your Italian. Now I could keep going on
There's
and
a B-Dubs,
on.
right?
There's a B-Dubs
Yeah.
there, there's a Shigs and Pit, there is
Wings, etc. So your sports bars are covered.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, you're within 5 to 7 minutes of all of those restaurants. The only thing we're missing is the Chick-fil-A. Sorry, Elizabeth.
And for so many years, we would get calls of people who wanted to build a home in that area, and we had no lots. We'd have to look other places. So we are so excited because we have needed this new subdivision in this spot for so long.
So we developed Oaklynn Reserves, and it was so active and so popular that before we got the model built, we had more than half the lot sold. And by the way, one of the streets is named after my granddaughter, Priya.
That's right.
Today, we only have 10 more lots available in the first section. It has gone so quickly, and we're just now opening up the subdivision. So hang tight for those few, get your lot on hold, and we do have section 2 coming up as well.
And let's talk about price range. We have a great price range over here. We're seeing most sales are from $350,000 to $700,000. Ranches on slabs. We have some big 1.5-story homes on full finished basements. So there's a big variety.
Well, think of this, Kayla. So you said 11, or we only have 10 lots left.
Yeah.
We had 44. That's a tremendous amount. We are going to be opening up section 2 very quickly. In fact, Lonnie and Luke are going to show you what it takes to develop a street and why. Now, I went over there with you. Yeah. I'm not sure you can get this all done in 2 weeks. But if we do, I'm impressed. However, we are going to have some mammothly beautiful ponds over there that are available, and we're already having people put them on hold. So the lot and those pond lots are going to be amazing.
And you can easily put those lots on hold. If you go out there, you see it, you want to do it, talk to any of us. We are happy to put that on hold for you. Does not cost anything to put it on hold either. We just need to talk to you about how we can build your house perfectly on that lot.
Okay, so here's the question today. Everybody's asking, why is Oaklynn Reserve so popular? Besides the cute little girl that we named it after. But seriously, this area, why is it so popular? One thing we know is for us, it's not a big surprise. We have built a tremendous amount of homes in this area, and let's talk about a little of which ones we've done and what areas that we've developed just in the last 20 years.
Well, look at some of the big ones that we had. We had the massive parade of homes in Foxwood, Forest of Foxwood, River Hollow. What a unique area that was in River Hollow. Chapman's Bridge. That's all within like a mile of each other right there alone.
And then other communities, Lakes at Woodfield, which is right across the road from Oaklynn Reserve, Valencia, Cherry Hill, Chandler's Landing, of course, Flutter Road, where we had our innovation home. And there was one that wasn't on our list. I think you forgot, Kensington Downs.
Oh, absolutely.
About that one.
Yeah, and we were talking about the lots, but let's talk about some of the iconic homes that we built in some of these subdivisions. So going back 20 years ago, about half of us were with Granite Ridge then. It's one of the first houses that I got to work on was our 2005 Forest of Foxwood award-winning parade home. And that was a European old world style home. It had an all brick front with some nice arches. It had a triple feathered brick edge around those windows and some of those arches. It really had a nice visual effect when you were walking up to it. And then also don't forget that it had a Juliet balcony.
Ooh. Kayla, you know that front? I think the colors you picked, there's at least 20 to 30 homes that duplicated exactly that same front.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Is that the one that had the wine grotto?
Yes, that had the wine
There as
grotto.
well, yeah.
Theater.
And I was a lot younger then. That was 20 years ago. It also had, yes, the theater room in the basement. Remember the fiber optic ceiling in the bedroom? I think some of our guys hated us. They had to poke every little hole. The rock climbing wall. Imagine a rock climbing wall in your bedroom. Think of the painting, the faux painting throughout. A lot of
such
stained
an
glass.
amazing job with
Got
that.
the stained glass.
So here's a question. So a lot of people want to know, are your trends changing? That was 20 years ago. So the theater room, you said, is the theater room still in?
I definitely don't think so. Theater rooms are becoming more large open spaces with games in between, or you're open to your kitchen. Everyone just wants to be with everyone instead of off in a separate room in a dark space. But the entertaining is still very popular for what the theater room did. Everyone wants lots of TVs and lots of area to still watch all the games.
They want to watch more than one thing.
Yes, that's
We are
big.
very much multitaskers now.
And they want to have their phone, and they want to have their iPad.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely. Well, let's not forget about 2018, Foxwood and Chapman's Bridge, and those 3 award-winning homes there.
Absolutely. I love that year that we did 3 parade homes. That was a huge feat for one builder.
Never do that.
It was very stressful. Besides the 3 parade homes, we were also building our innovation home at the same time. It was a stressful time, but it was well worth it because we had some beautiful homes. We did have a ranch style home in Chapman's Bridge that I loved at the time. It was one of the first that we did a large island with a built-in nook bench area that everybody loved. That the sunroom with a dark blue color. We did some great trimscaping on the ceiling there as well. And this house was the first time we had put laminate wood flooring flooring on the wall for paneling. We do wood paneling a lot different now, but it was one of the first ones where in the primary on the one wall we had a beautiful wood feature. So this home had everything. That was one of the first times we did a retractable screen for the sunroom as well.
And then next door we had another gorgeous ranch home. This was, I would say, a craftsman style with a modern twist.
For sure.
That was kind of the beginning of seeing a little more modern come in. It had a nice interior side load garage, so the front elevation was a little bit different. We did some unique painting on the ceiling. If you remember, it wasn't a tray ceiling, but we did something unique in the great room. We did have really high ceilings at the time for that house. You weren't seeing 10-foot ceilings.
That also had the clear story, didn't it?
It
did have the clear
in that
story
office
in
area?
the den, which was really nice. We had some floating or hanging furniture, which was really unique. And I think one of the more unique features in the garage at the time was the VersaLift.
Didn't Luke get a free ride on that VersaLift? I thought he did.
Of course, it had other things like the stamped concrete. That was just a fun, unique house.
Well, another really, really popular model that has been a trendsetter for us was over in Lakes of Leo. It's just up Schwartz Road. Take Amstutz over to Lakes of Leo. Lot number 2, we had a farmhouse that became probably one of the most talked about plans at that time for 10 years even.
That home was one of the first really true modern farmhouses that we had done, and it was absolutely beautiful. The white exterior, the oversized large front porch. I love walking into this home. We had beautiful wainscoting, and then built-ins when you go up the stairs on the landing area. That was such a talking point.
That is one of my favorite houses ever. One of the first houses when I came to Granite Ridge that I got to set in, and I loved it. It had that open concept from the kitchen to the great room, but you didn't walk straight into it when you came in. It had that beautiful coffered ceiling in the great room, and that back porch was to die for too, and had that fire pit area off of the back patio. It was a house that people loved. We built so many versions of that house.
All right, now several of you mentioned it, but we haven't unpacked it yet. Just about 3 miles from here off of Flutter Road, we built our revolutionary, probably our most cutting edge when it came to technology, the Next Step house.
This was in 2014, and it was the first of its kind when it came to technology in the Midwest. But what I liked about it, it didn't just have technology. It had a lot of other pretty features or cutting edge modern design in it as well.
Okay, one of those popular things we did in there, we hung this giant elephant way up high, and it was all built out of thousands of nails.
I had to lift that thing, and I think my back still hurts. We had to put special bracing up. This thing had to have been 300 pounds.
Oh, easy.
But it looks amazing. So one of my favorite features about the Next Step home was that it was a net zero home, which means it produced as much energy as it uses. We had solar panels, and we had this special solar water thing that supplemented our hot water in the house. It was really cool. We had the theater room with those fiber optic lights, so it looked like the night sky when you were looking up at it. The wine grotto down in the basement, really some cool features in that house.
I love some of the design. Our inspiration for that home came from one thing, and that was a yellow farm sink. And the rest of the design fell into place once we had that. It was kind of an ironic thing, but it was pretty cool to be able to base our design off of one fun element.
And another thing that we did out at the Next Step house was we actually built an auxiliary building. And since that time, we've built a lot of auxiliary buildings with new homes.
And what do you call them? Carriage houses?
Carriage houses, some would call them
Man caves?
yeah, maybe big man caves.
Almost maybe even a precursor to barnuminiums, things like that.
So perhaps now is the time to let the cat out of the bag and talk about what's coming next and what we're about to do. And our next... Thank you for that. I
What is
appreciate
that? That
was a great drum roll, yes. For our next adventure, Simon Lake Estates.
We are currently in the design phase for our model at Simon Lake Estates, and I'm so excited about it. It is coming to fruition here. It is going to be amazing. It's a little bit of a different style for Fort Wayne, but it is going to be so popular. It's a modern rustic lodge style. Who doesn't want a retreat that is their home all the time? And that's what it's going to feel like, a mountain retreat called the Breckenridge.
So we hope you'll come and see us. We'd love to be your next developer and builder. You know, by the way, we have developed now over 1,500 lots and have built more than 8,000 single-family custom homes.
Now the team that is going to build the new Breckenridge, so between our draftsmen, our designers, everyone in our office also built the Monaco. Let's not forget about the Monaco, our crown jewel, which is just a few miles down the road. So you can see this now. It's open every day. So we want you to come visit us. This introduced Fort Wayne to quality, to luxury, to livability, and let's not forget the outdoor living. So we're getting our inspiration off of something we already built ourselves just down the road.
Wait, girls, are you saying this is going to be bigger and better and more expensive than the Monaco?
We're just saying.
We're not saying anything
You'll
yet.
see what comes.
We'll
see.
Honey, don't worry. We're going to hide the bills.
fine.
You're not going to even know what it's going to cost.
I don't
gonna
feel
be
so good
okay.
right now.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. That's in shows to come.
right.
We're
It'll
still
be
talking
fine.
about
It'll be
Oaklynn
fine.
Reserve.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let's go back to
Before
Oaklynn
we
Reserve.
get too far along, we got to go out and see what Oaklynn Reserve has for us. So follow us along.
All right.
Thanks for changing the subject.
All right, Oaklynn, your name's on that poster.
Hey, Luke, let's talk about Granite Ridge standard features in a brand new home.
Yeah, we offer so many standard features and more than most builders do. And in the garage here, we can name off probably a dozen pretty quickly. So let's just rattle a few off.
All right, first of all, there's an insulated garage door, 12.76 R value. That's really above standard features.
It really is. And you know, look at this beautiful garage floor. This is standard. This hybrid polymer garage floor is standard in every one of our homes.
A Wi-Fi ready programmable garage door opener with 2 remotes.
You've got a dedicated electrical outlet there for your freezer or your refrigerator.
And then behind you is a tankless water heater. That is standard in all Granite Ridge homes.
Yeah, we've got this nice fresh air intake that's bringing in all of our fresh air needs in the house in a very controlled way.
A variable speed 2-stage furnace. That's standard as well.
And that's connected to a Wi-Fi programmable thermostat. It has a great app that makes it super easy to control and manage your schedule.
And then moving from the garage, we also use Anderson 400 series casement and double hung windows.
And let's not forget the kitchen. We do quartz countertops in all of our homes.
Hey, we also use Sherwin-Williams Emerald top of the line paint on our walls.
Yeah, and on our floors, we actually have an 8-pound carpet pad.
And then in the kitchen, custom cabinets, painted or stained. All these and others are standard in a brand new Granite Ridge home.
And all of our homes are customizable. You can change any of these things that we mentioned. And speaking of customization, I think Oaklynn's drawing our next model home there. Looks like it's going to be a little interesting one.
Let's get the crayons out.
We are here at our beautiful model in Oaklynn Reserve, and Charity and I get the pleasure to tell you all about it.
It is a gorgeous home. As you can see from the outside, it is one of my favorite colors. In fact, chose it for my own home. Champagne, it's just that warm, inviting, light, airy color on the outside. Greets you as you come to the front door.
Well, what about that beautiful front porch? How amazing
Yes.
is that? It is expansive and beautiful. It's a great place to sit, especially on hot days like today. It gave us a nice little shade in the morning, so I love that feature that we can do on any of homes because we're custom builders too.
That's right. You walk into this home, into this beautiful foyer, and then you come into this great open space. It's that open concept. Has two-tone stained cabinets in the kitchen. Also, the great thing about this house, not only do you have that open space, your kitchen, eating area, and your great room, but it has on the first floor that extra space. We've got it staged as an office in this house, but it could be anything that you would like it to be. If you've got younger kids, you want an area for them to be able to hang
Playroom,
out.
yep.
Yes, a playroom right there by where you're cooking. You could do that. Maybe you want it to be a flex space. I had somebody who wanted to use it as a little gym area in their home. You could do that. Or maybe you do work from home and you want to use it as an office.
Now, the best thing about this model is all of the natural light coming in. We did a wider patio door, which for two reasons is wonderful. Great for moving furniture in because you have a lot more room. And then the great room has beautiful picture window with two operable windows on the side, just floods this home with natural light.
If you head up the stairs, then you've got 4 big bedrooms. That primary suite is up there with its own bathroom. Lots of room for a family, or perhaps if you just have a lot of clothes like myself and you need lots of extra closets to put them in. This is a great home with a lot of room.
How great is it that in East Allen County Schools, we have a home with 4 bedrooms? It is such a popular thing. We love this floor plan. It has been so popular, and it is really time for you to come and see it.
That's right. We're right here at the front of Oaklynn Reserve, this model home. We want you to stop in today and visit us out here at Oaklynn Reserve off of Schwartz Road.
Now, Lonnie, I love what I do when it comes to building homes, but before we can even get to that process, there is so much that goes into taking, in this case, what was an empty farm field and creating something beautiful like what we've got behind us.
Right, yeah. One of the things Granite Ridge does, and I think we do well, is develop sites. We need them for our homeowners and for our future homeowners.
Yeah, and like this pond behind us, that wasn't there when we bought this property. There is a lot of earth shaping, earth moving that we have to do, and a lot of this all works in a very cohesive plan because this has to do with a lot of the drainage. We're putting houses, driveways, there's a lot of water that's going to need to run off, and it's going to find its way into that pond. Then we got to decide, okay, when there's enough rain, enough runoff, where's that water going from the pond? So there's a lot of pipes underneath the ground here that have created a whole basically system to deal with this.
Miles and miles of pipe for water, for sewer, for storm sewer, and then we talk about the cables that we need to energize the house, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot involved. Usually takes about 6 to 8 months once we find a parcel to get it developed, and maybe up to a year to make it available for the plat so we can build.
Yeah, and we've got engineers involved, excavators involved, utility companies involved, obviously we're involved. There are so many people that have to come together to make sure that whatever we decide to move forward with this, how many houses we're going to end up having, all can be fed and serviced in a good manner.
One of the things that we do that you don't even think about is we create and prepare pads. That's where the house is going to set for basements or slabs. That has to be strong structural ground that will allow us to put a slab or a basement on it.
Yeah, so we compact all of that again to make sure that it can hold whatever weight we're going to put on it. One of the things Granite Ridge does different, we've kind of taken a stance a little bit different than the way the trends are going, is the trends are more density, more homes in a smaller footprint. We've said no, we still see the value of having a nice big backyard, a nice front yard, not being on top of your neighbors. And then that pad that you mentioned, we've gone a little bit deeper with that pad because we recognize that people still like that outdoor living.
They like the veranda, the covered porch, for example, and that's why.
Yeah.
And incidentally, when it comes to building either in a subdivision or in the country, Granite Ridge likes to put their eyes on the ground early in the game.
Yeah, every lot is unique, and we want to make sure that we're designing a house that takes advantage of some of those unique features. But Lonnie, this is the second section of Oaklynn Reserve, and we've got some big equipment over here. Yeah. Let's go check out.
Let's go play. Let's go look at it.
All right, Lonnie, we are standing right where Section 2 of Oaklynn Reserve connects to Section 1, but there's been a lot that has gone into what's underneath us here. So we've got the storm sewer pipes, the water, all the utilities running down the streets here, and now we're kind of entering into the next stage of the development, which is getting the streets in.
Yes, we've compacted these streets. They're ready for stone. We're going to put about 10 inches of stone on top of this base, and then the asphalt. And before that, the curbs.
Yeah, and we've got two pieces of equipment behind us. We've got a scraper and a roller.
Right.
One of the key points when we're developing is this thing called proof roll. So they've actually come out here and tested all this compaction underneath here to make sure that later on there's not going to be issues with roads starting to create potholes and starting to fall apart. So we've passed that proof roll. We can move on to the next section, and from here on out, it's pretty much smooth sailing. We're going to have curbs going in soon, which the curbs, by the way, are more than just decorative. They are part of that drainage.
Sure, yes,
drainage. Yep, directly in that water. Now, I know my wife hates it when she pulls into our driveway and she feels like, especially when I'm driving, I pull in too fast and you kind of hit that bottom of it. Speed bump. But if you don't like that, or if you got maybe a nice car that you want to, keep nice, we can cut those curbs down.
We always cry when we cut out brand new curbs, but we can to make it more convenient for a lot of people and their vehicles.
Yeah, and that goes all back to the customization that you can do on every one of Granite Ridge homes. So it's not going to be too many weeks from here on out where we can actually start
10 days, 2 weeks, we'll have our streets in, and then we got to get the electricity in the ground, and then we can pull permits and build. Yeah. Hey, there is carjacking. And there's also tractor jacking. Let's go for it.
Well, I know you know how to hotwire a car. Do you know how to hotwire a tractor?
Let's try it. I think we can get it done.
All right, I'll be your lookout.
Well, Granite Ridge Builders has homes that are available and ready for move-in today. We also have an incentive going on that's $20,000.
You can't beat that.
You cannot beat that. So you can use that however you want. People ask us, what do I do with $20,000? Well, I don't know. You could take it off the price. We could buy down an interest rate, help with closing costs. There's a lot of creative ideas we can come up with to get you into that new home with the $20,000. Now with that $20,000, we have homes located in East Allen County schools. So we've been talking about Oaklynn today. We have 2 homes in Oaklynn Reserve, a 2-story and a ranch available. Come out, look at these homes. If Oaklynn is maybe not in the location you're interested in, go over to Ashler Point. This is over in East Allen County Schools again. We have several homes located in Ashler. We have a couple of ranch homes, a 2-story home with a 3-car garage, and a 1.5-story. So the primary suite is on the main level.
People love Ashler Point. They love the country setting of it in Woodburn. People love that neighborhood. Well, if you want to be in Leo, which who doesn't want to be in Leo? We've got Lakes of Leo Creek right off of Hostler Road. We've got a great ranch home in there. It's got a 3-car garage. You really should check out that home in Lakes of Leo Creek. Also in Leo, I've got 2 homes in Tullymore Run, which used to be the Cedar Creek Golf Course. Who didn't lose golf balls out here at the Cedar Creek Golf Course? These are great ranch homes. This is really a fantastic neighborhood. The lots out here, if you haven't checked them out, you really should. They are absolutely gorgeous. The one is a home that we are setting in right now, and this lot overlooks a beautiful, I don't want to say pond, because it really is, it's a lake.
Right.
It's a lake.
It is.
It is. These have beautiful verandas, 3-car garages. You've got to come check out these homes.
And just a reminder, we also have lots in these subdivisions. So if
Yes.
you're looking to build, we have lots that are available. Now let's move over to Northwest Allen County School. Just a couple
Chargers.
miles away, we have Grayson Heights. You don't want to miss out on Grayson Heights. We have 3 homes in here available. Of course, we have our beautiful Shelby Brook.
Listen to me. This home is to die for. If you haven't seen this home, you have got to come check it out.
And it's for sale. It was a model. It was not for sale. It is available. So come check this house out. We also have 2 ranch homes that are available, all with 3-car garages. One has a sunroom. Visit Grayson Heights. Now let's move over to Hunter's Reserve.
Hunter's Reserve is off of Gump Road. It's at State Road 3 or Lima Road and Gump Road. We've got ranch homes. We've got 2-story homes. If you're looking to get into Northwest Allen County Schools, which you should be, this is a great place for you to come. And we've got some homes at different price points in there. So if you want to get into Northwest Allen County Schools, you should definitely call us to come check out these homes in Hunter's Reserve.
Then there's also the Quarry. This was also a model home. It's right around the corner from Charity over at the Monaco.
I cannot believe that this house hasn't sold yet, because I'm telling you, when I sat in there as a model, somebody wanted to buy this house every weekend. You have got to come check this out right now before it sells.
Finished basement, primary bedroom on the main level, beautiful floors, wall
Beautiful
accents.
kitchen. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the cabinets in this kitchen are absolutely gorgeous. The bottom are really deep, dark green color, and then it's got stained cabinets too. It is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, now we've got one more house over in Northwest Allen County Schools, Carroll Creek.
Yes.
This is a great ranch home. This is a newer plan, our Diamondwood 3-car garage, sunroom, open floor plan.
And don't forget, all of these, $20,000 incentive. We can buy down that interest rate, make your payments $400 less a month. If maybe you're buying a house cash because you're downsizing, you want new appliances, we can give you that money for new appliances. We can use it for whatever you want. All you have to do, give us a call today.
Hey, time's run out. We've got to close, guys.
You guys, I love how close Oaklynn Reserve is to everything. Shopping, food, schools. You feel like you're out in the country, but it's just a couple minutes from everything.
So speaking of Oaklynn Reserves, come see us this weekend in Oaklynn Reserves or visit one of our mini models that will be open.
If you'd like more information or a map to Oaklynn Reserve, you can also visit our website at graniteridgebuilders.com.
Kayla, would you close for us?
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for joining us today. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, please pick up the phone and give us a call. Visit our website, or even better yet, come out to Oaklynn Reserve. We'd love to meet you and build your home.
Okay, I'm buying if we go to Cinco de Mayo's because that's
Okay, I'm
hungry.
Chips and
Oh,
salsa for all.
I don't know.
Speaking of Oaklynn Reserves, come see us this weekend in Oaklynn Reserves or at one of many. Oh my goodness! Come see us this weekend in Oaklynn Reserves or visit one of our mini models open today.
For more information,
Time out. I
He said
open
today.
Today.